Morning. We'll do this again. We'll do this like 2 or 3 times, okay? Good morning. Oh, okay, better. One last time. Good morning. Great. Thank you all for being here and welcome to our Texas Broadband Summit. My name is Robert Triplett. I'm the First Vice President and Chief Operating Officer for the Dallas Fed. I would like to do just a couple of things in my welcome. First of all, it's feedback time. So how did day 1 go? Great. Awesome. Okay. I heard a couple of things that the networking session was probably an awesome thing that y'all did. Is that right? No? Oh, okay. I'm just checking. And then barbecue. I heard barbecue was a hit. Okay. Yeah. We always like to feed you here at the Dallas Fed. So now I will say I recognize that I'm in a room with over 170 experts or advocates for digital access. And so I am confident that I am the least knowledgeable on the issues at hand, okay? But what I wanted to do is to let you know that I really have been thinking about digital access most of my life, okay? And maybe not in the way that you think about, but I wanted just to tell a little story. So first, I was 11 years old when I purchased my first Commodore VIC-20 computer. Anybody know what a Commodore VIC-20 computer is? Oh, wow, okay, we got some folks in here, great. And it's basically a keyboard with a brain. You couldn't do much with it, but I thought it was cool. I could program a little software program and watch things blip across a TV, and I thought that was really neat. A year later, I purchased the 300 baud modem that went interfaced with the back of the computer. And this 300 baud modem sent 300 bits per second. So that's about 30 characters per second. So not even a full sentence can get pushed in a second. And so what it allowed me to do, though, was connect on an electronic bulletin board to post and read what other people with Commodore VIC-20s did. Now, we might call those computer programmers today. I would use that term very loosely. It was real easy. It was almost like texting, but on putting your note up on an electronic bulletin board. And what it did, the computer and the modem did for me, was it opened me up into a new world, a very different world than I had ever seen before. I'm from Oklahoma, and so for me, seeing people from around the world posting this was something I never thought possible. And I didn't really know how powerful that access would become over time until about a decade later. When I went to college, computers were, for the first time, being networked together in an organization. And by the time I was getting my master's degree, the internet was upon us, and email was now in academia at the time. And so my career started at the advent of many of those key things, those key infrastructure components that now, 45 years later, I think nothing of the fact that I have home and work internet speeds that are 3 million times faster than that 300 baud modem that I bought 45 years ago. So I've spent about half of my career at the Dallas Fed. It's been 31 years. About half of that, a little more than half of that, was in technology. And so I had the opportunity to grow along with technology, to learn and build the things that we are doing today at the Fed that are so important to the nation's economy. For instance, we transmit, you may not know this, but we transmit $5 trillion a day in electronic payments. That's per day, okay, through our digital systems. And that dwarfs many countries' GDPs, frankly, every single day. And so the benefits to me, myself, both personally and professionally, have been immense. I've been able to learn along with that. Now, I can't imagine how an 11-year-old today will function without digital access. For me, when I was 11, it was an experiment. But for them, it's essential. So the novelty of the 1980s is now the utility of the 2020s. And it's very important that we think about that because we know that utility is becoming more and more critical as time goes on. It continues to gain momentum, and it drives everything that we do and how we live and work in the future. And that's why, in short, it's essential for competing in the local, national, and global economy. And that's why digital access is so important to the Dallas Fed. In particular, it's part of promoting the economic resilience for low and moderate income families, those that don't really have access to it because of the cost of that broadband. And over the last 10 years, our community development team has been working with many of you in this room to help close that digital access gap. It all started from the families that we saw in the colonias at the U.S.-Mexico border, kids not able to complete their homework assignments. They didn't have the tools and the access to do that. And we've supported through those 10 years those communities through several initiatives, providing technical assistance that led to projects being financed, feasibility studies being conducted, and even the establishment of nonprofits to ensure sustainability of this work in Texas. So right now, we're even focused on the availability of capital to develop this critical infrastructure. And all of this work has been influenced over the years by your experiences and your insights. We've created toolkits for bankers who want to be involved. We've published information on access to funding, and we've showcased the experiences in different communities on our website. Our team regularly connects with stakeholders in Texas and across the nation, sharing your lessons learned, the pain points and opportunities that you inform us about this important work. Even today's event is a product of communities participating in our Advanced Digital Access Initiative. The initiative was inspired by your feedback through many of our one-on-one calls with our team and our partners at Texas Rural Funders, and those calls that we had with you. The agenda was even inspired by your feedback prior to this conference. So each presentation and speaker was incorporated with you in mind. So I hope that it's delivering what you expected for this conference. I know we've got a day yet to go, but I hope it's delivering what you want. So I hope you have a great experience today. With the level of expertise in this room, I fully expect this summit will generate new thinking about the needs of digital access. And I hope you'll come away with new ideas and energy for advancing the work. It will help us build a stronger economy together. And don't forget, there are likely many 11-year-olds out there counting on you to deliver them a new and different world that they don't even understand the possibilities yet. So thank you very much for allowing me to give a couple of comments. And before I finish, I have two tasks that I've been told I have to do. So bear with me. The first is, the first one I was going to do anyway. I want to thank the folks that are here, that are our speakers, all of our speakers, the Texas Rural Funders for their cooperation in helping to make this event a reality. I want to thank the Texas Broadband Development Office and Methodist Healthcare Ministries for helping us spread the word about the conference. And I would like us to just pause for a second and give a round of applause to each of these speakers, the individuals, and the organizations. And second, we'd like to invite you to our Powering AI, it's coming up on the screen, to our Powering AI, Energizing the Future of Artificial Intelligence conference on March 4th and 5th right here in Dallas. We will have industry leaders and policymakers discussing how the U.S. can power the AI revolution, focusing on electricity supply, infrastructure, and the implications for markets and innovation. You can register using the QR code on the screen, so hope you take an opportunity to do that now. And with that, I'd like to introduce our keynote speaker today, Catherine DeWitt. Catherine is the project director of Broadband Access with the Pew Charitable Trust. And you'll hear from Catherine momentarily about the responsibility for connectivity and upskilling and how it's shifting back to the states. And that'll take all of us together to seize the opportunity here in Texas. So Catherine, if you come up, appreciate it. And thank you all very much for being here. I hope you have a great day.